So, apologize if it's just me for today's vlog. Mr. Hens is busy with meetings, and so is Miss Sinopoli, so you're stuck with me today, and I'm not usually interested in talking to the camera, so it's a bit awkward for me, but hopefully I'll be able to take you through what a school administrator does during the school year. So today we're just looking at some of the basic things that we do. I'll focus first on every day I have a different folder that I work on, because there's usually about 30 things to do, maybe even more, 100 things to do in a week, and if you don't plan them out by the day, then your to-do list is just going to be 100 items long. It's going to be super overwhelming. On Mondays, I spend a lot of my time looking up response intervention and finding research and best practices about that. Response intervention is the way that we support children. It could be supporting them academically, behaviorally, even making friends, things like that. So spending a lot of time this summer actually looking up the research and finding what makes the most sense. Tuesdays I spent a lot of time on language and literacy, and specifically looking this year on phonics instruction. Wednesdays are for data days and long-term logistics, so even things like the master schedule, which I'm working on right now, and the way that works is we plan it out, and then Mr. Hens gives me some feedback. Here's his notes, and then we go back and forth and figure out what we can do, what needs to change, how to make it better, and then that probably happens 7 or 8 times before we even get to a draft, and then the draft is probably done maybe 8 times, so we're talking about 20 revisions before we even get the chance to see a final copy. On Thursdays, I spend my time working on long-range projects and other instructional things. It's also a day where I focus on math instruction and finding best research about that. Fridays, I have a folder, and that is for special projects and district-wide programs that we're a part of. So I think a lot of people don't realize this, but even though Mr. Hens and I are based at Paul Road School, we have district responsibilities as well. And so ultimately we have our responsibilities here at Paul Road that always take priority in us, but we also have district responsibilities. So Mr. Hens is involved in all kinds of projects like instructional council and things like that. I'm involved in our digital conversion team with other assistant principals and principals. I'm involved in what's called kindergarten flexible instruction time, which involves our coordinator for early childhood. And so over here we have the plan for the summer. I'm gonna have to blur it out a little bit, I think, some of the things, because there's some secrets in there, like one school, one book, and what we're going to be doing for other special events that may be surprises in the school year. But this is sort of like our unit plan. So works is similar to what teachers do. So a lot of people, if you're not in education, may not realize this, but before teachers begin planning a unit or planning daily lessons, they have what's called backwards design. And so they begin with the end in mind, and they think about what the objectives are for the students, and then assessments and how they're going to make sure the students get those objectives. So we're the same way in the main office and in administration. We plan the whole school year with the end in mind. That's kind of like our unit plan, and then we take a look at the day-to-day stuff, which again I'm gonna have to blur out some of the things because we don't want to give away any of the secrets that might be happening this year. But 3 months is usually a good time frame because we want to be responsive. So we want to say, well, maybe we need more professional development in this area. Maybe we want to spend more time on our system, so we're going to do this instead. And so 3 months is generally a good time frame to break that up by, and that's why we plan sort of like our lessons and sort of the day-to-day stuff 3 months at a time instead of the whole school year at a time. So that just gives you a brief overview of the day-to-day stuff, and I'm super excited because look who's back from his meeting.
Hey, Panthers.
Them that next time you would take them into your new office, I showed them what a day in my life might look like, but I thought maybe now that you're back from your meeting, next time we'll have to plan out what your day.
That sounds great.
So here I am in the library. You can see it looks obviously very different. There's no books here. And that is because here in the library they are putting in new carpet. So something really cool to look forward to. I know we can't go in, but just another sneak peek at the nurse's office for Miss Banfield and Miss Cole. Okay, so as you can see, we've got a lot going on in here. this time of year. Lots of things getting cleaned, and obviously with the construction. Special note though, this is what the school looks like during the summer, usually because just without the wires. But if you are interested, we are hosting a breakfast and lunch program here at Paul Road, and that's every day. So you can actually come in through the back door way over there, which we'll go take a look at, and get free breakfast and lunch. Something pretty interesting was I found out that there's over 1,500, so 1,500 miles of wiring if you were to put them back to back to back in the school, which would get you from here to Florida. Room that I'm just in, that I just showed you the video of where they're cutting, is the old nurse's office, and then obviously before that it was a star room and a storage area for the gym. So pretty interesting. It's looking really big. Those are actually going to be bathrooms. This might be hard to understand, but this is where you used to walk in to go to the main office. Those are the new bathrooms. That's where you used to enter, right over by there to the main office where Mrs. Keller would sit. Over here is a new area that's an open space, really interesting area. There's going to be a bench over here, and this will just be more of a foyer, a place to welcome people. Not sure if you can hear me because there's lots of construction, but it's going to be a nice entrance. Right there is the main entrance to the school. I'm going to take you to something I'm super excited about, my office. I'm going to let Mr. Hens show you his office in the next vlog, but right in here, we're in my office right now. It's pretty nice. And as you can see, this is the view looking out to the parking lot. So my office is where Miss Cito and Mrs. Frame, the math center, used to be. So if you can picture that in your head, I'm looking out at the main parking lot right now. There's some new Panther colors going up over there. I think those are going to be white. That's just waterproofing. That was the vlog today. Hopefully you got some of your questions answered about what we do during the summer. Next time we're going to show you Mr. Hens' office, and maybe the vlog after that, or maybe even the next vlog, everything will be done in here. They're on schedule, so it's pretty exciting to see what happens, and we'll catch you in the next one.